Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at the G290 FAT Mark II. So what exactly is the Mark II all about? Well, here are some of the highlights. The rest will be linked down in the video description below. Number one, roasted maple neck. That is always a nice upgrade. I'll kind of rotate it so you guys can get a general sense of the neck profile. It's not like super shredder thin, but it does flatten out pretty good on the back. And feels very, very comfortable to play. Now it does have a compound radius, so it's 12 down here, which is still pretty flat, all the way up to 16. So a little bit slightly rounder down here for chords, and then up here it flattens out quite a bit. I wouldn't say this is like, you know, a really comfortable quarter down here. That's not really what this guitar is about. For that, you're gonna want like a Fender radius or even a vintage radius where it's very rounded and feels very comfortable. So easy to play chords for sure, but that's, I don't think, the main goal of this guitar. It's definitely a little bit more of a performance kind of machine. Now we do have staggered height locking tuner. So I'll put a picture up here. Hopefully you'll be able to see, but you can see the different heights of the posts, which is really, really nice. So that's a great feature. And of course, on the back, Cort branded locking tuners, great feature. Now, we also have a Graphtec nut, which is really nice too. Very, very clean, looks absolutely great. Also lumen lay dots on the side, so they do glow in the dark. These guys, for your markers, so you can see, but overall really, really nice neck. So that's kind of one of the massive upgrades on this model, on the Mark II, is just all the appointments on the neck. Now as for the body, it's alder body, nice contoured heel joint there, so comfortable to get way up to the top. Nice binding here, trans black finish, spoke wheel adjuster up here, really nice feature as well. And some just really nice binding to kind of offset that black fade there. Two humbuckers, kind of a nickel finish on this one. You don't see that all the time. I think it looks really, really good. I do like the body shape of the G290s as well. I think it's modern, looks really sharp. Volume tone, 5-way switch, pretty standard stuff. We'll go through that in a second so you can hear all the different tones. Floating bridge right here. If you want to see the original teardown of the FAT, I will link to it above. That I pulled the neck off, looked at the veneer, looked at all the parts. Lots of that stuff's the same. So if you want to see about the trem, which does work very, very good, you can check out that video. Again, really clean 2-point trim, pop-in bar, all the features you'd expect. So that's just kind of a really quick rundown of this guitar. Let's plug it in and take a listen to some tones. All right, let's take a tour through the 5-way switch, starting in the neck pickup and working our way back to the bridge. Completely clean. Here we go, neck pickup. All right, let's move back one position here into position 4 and play the same thing. Yeah, so a lot more kind of spank and poppiness to that one. Let's go to position 3, which is both humbuckers on. I'm going to go back to position 4 there. Yeah, there might be a slight drop of volume in position 4. Pretty subtle. Let's go to position 2 and see how that compares. Now let's try position 4 and position 2. Okay, down to position 2. Yeah, when you play them back to back, there are definitely differences, and of course the bridge pickup by itself. So that one definitely, you can sort of, I always say, like, when you can tell a pickup is designed more for like high gain or high output, the clean tone becomes a little honkier and maybe not quite as pleasant. So I would say in all sorts of distortion, that bridge pickup sounds really, really good. Clean tones, I would say maybe not its forte. It's okay, but it kind of loses all the chiminess that you sort of associate with a bridge pickup. Neck pickup is super nice and warm. And still has some, you know, decent high end there. All right, now that we've heard some individual tones, I'm going to jam over a backing track. Link to the track, as always, is down in the video description below. It's time for the 1 minute solo. So here are my final thoughts on the Cort G290 FAT Mark II. Now, first things first, Cort is the largest manufacturer of guitars on the planet, and whether or not you've played a guitar that actually says Cort or just says like built by Cortec or something like that, Cort guitars are everywhere. They're branded differently for different manufacturers, but so many manufacturers use Cort to make their guitars. In fact, there's a few behind me. None of them say Cort on the headstock, but there's a few Cort made guitars back there. Really high quality instruments, including things like PRS SE and all that kind of stuff. So Cort is no stranger to making very nice guitars, and this is no exception. This is a really great guitar. I threw it on the scale. This one came in at 7.7 pounds. As I mentioned, mostly an alder body with a little bit of a veneer for the flame top. So 7.7 pounds, pretty good. I love the aesthetics of this guitar. I like the trans black finish. So overall, I think it's a classic modern style guitar. I think it looks really good and it plays very, very nice. Now, what would I like to see upgraded on this guitar now that they've just upgraded it? I'd love to see them still add things like maybe some stainless steel frets. I think maybe that's just the one thing that's missing. But overall, you know, this is a wonderful playing guitar. Really, really nice. So nothing bad to say about this one at all. Retail, all I could find was Tomen was carrying these for 499 euros. Canada, they're closer to $1,000. So in the States, probably 650 to 750 bucks, somewhere in that range for this guitar, which I think is priced appropriately. It's a very nice instrument for sure. So yeah, there you guys go. Tones, it's nice to have the 5-way switch to give you some in-between tones. But like I said, this bridge humbucker is pretty hot. So I think more if you're designed, more this guitar is designed for like higher gain playing. This is the Cort G290 FAT Mark II. Thanks so much for watching. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet, you can do so by clicking my face right here. Other than that, information on all the gear I use, t-shirt store, tab store, links to the guitar, all down in the video description below. Have yourself a great day. Take care.